Reclaiming my power from efficiency. Oh my goodness. I've been having so much fun with Busting Loose from the Money Game by Robert Scheinfeld. Um, this book, I I'm not going to go in depth on explaining it. I feel like the way he lays it out, it's really the way you want to take it in, but getting to the end of it and the process for busting loose from the money game is to reclaim your power, not really just from money, kind of from everything. And so that's where all of these reclaiming my power stories are coming from. But this one is specifically wanting to talk about efficiency. And I've mentioned in one of these other episodes where, like, I'm a Virgo South Node, and the idea of efficiency is just kind of baked into my personality. And I find inefficiency, or worse yet, ineffectiveness, to be highly offensive. I just really find it annoying when people are inefficient. And it is like the process of reclaiming our power is all about looking at the things that make you uncomfortable, going into that discomfort to ask why. Why am I uncomfortable? And then reclaiming your power. He calls it like an Easter egg. Like anything that makes you uncomfortable is an Easter egg of your power for you to be able to reclaim. So, what makes me uncomfortable, what like almost enrages me on the spot, to tell you the truth, is inefficiency. Like watching someone take 100 steps carrying one box instead of like moving their whole cart and like being able to unload the cart really fast, like without taking hardly any steps, like that kind of thing. Just like witnessing random acts of inefficiency out in the world, it really pokes my buttons. It's like one of my pet peeves, I guess you could call it. It makes me uncomfortable. It does. It stirs me up in a way that doesn't feel good. I'm no longer having fun while I'm irritated about this other person and their inefficient behavior. So that's been really fun to play with as far as looking at it through that lens of why does this make me uncomfortable and how could I reclaim my power from this? The main advice that he gives in that book is to basically like reorient your evaluation process when you're making decisions and go with whatever seems fun, whatever you're motivated to do, whatever is fun for you to do. We'll just have one lap of the doggos and that'll be enough, and then we'll close the door. Well, now I don't remember what I was saying, but I know I'm talking about reclaiming my power from efficiency and choosing things because they're fun. And so that's the thing, is that there is absolutely a part of me that finds efficiency to be fun. Like it's almost like a double-edged sword, because on one side it is absolutely fun for me to get to do things efficiently, and I'm going to talk about that in a lot more detail because it really is fun. But it also makes me really uncomfortable to witness the opposite of the thing that I desire, efficiency. In this case, I mean, I feel like you could literally take this example and apply it to whatever you're reclaiming your power from. But so I want to talk about, like, using this example, how I'm breaking it apart as far as like really sinking into the part of efficiency that is fun for me, and really, you know, observing and unraveling the part that feels so uncomfortable. So I want to get into both of those pieces, and it's kind of a coin toss as far as which one to go with. I think let's start with the fun, right? Let's take the advice and just go for the fun part first and let the rest of it sort itself out along the way. Efficiency is fun for me. Like okay, so let me give you just a baby-sized example as far as what I mean by this. So I'm making my coffee and I'm refilling my water bottle, and I have to let the cat in, and I need to go to the bathroom. So that's like the little package of tasks that I have going on. And I did it all at once by breaking each task apart and putting it together in the order of, like, first start the coffee, like press the button because it takes a little while for the water to start, and then refill the water bottle, that's done. Then put the cream in the cup like right before the water starts, great. And then go let the cat in because that coffee is going to take a couple, like a minute probably to do. So go let the cat in, go to the bathroom. And I walked back out just as the coffee water was like finishing, and I put my little, like, instant coffee or whatever in there and stirred it up and grabbed all my stuff and went. Like, there's part of me that finds it to be like a puzzle, that finds it to be like a time puzzle, like playing with time in a fun way. Like, here are the things that I need to do, and how can I arrange all of the different pieces of this so that I have the easiest and most expedited journey along the way, so that I'm not, spending time waiting while I could be doing something else and then come back just as the coffee water was finishing. Like, it was such a beautiful coalescence of my fun with efficiency. I love doing that in my head. Like, it reminds me of the game Roomy Cube. Where are my Roomy Cube fans at? Can we get together and play? I only play with my grandma. She's like the only one that'll play with me. But it reminds me of that. It's like very much like how to put things together, how to split them apart, how to rearrange it, how to put this with this and this with this, and then you can stick this over here. Like, how to do that in Roomy Cube. It's like that's how I live my life inside my head. And I'm not doing that because I'm a slave to efficiency. I'm doing it because it's literally fun to walk back out of the bathroom just as the coffee water is finishing in the cup. Like to package it all together in an efficient way is so fun for me. And that's the point of life, basically, as far as you listen to his book. And like, that's his main advice, is like, focus into your fun and follow your fun and let the fun kind of guide you day to day, moment to moment. And okay, so it is truly fun for me to get to play that puzzle game inside my head on a daily basis, moment to moment, right? So keep doing that. That's my takeaway from this first part. But the other side of that sword, the double-edged sword of efficiency, being how much it irritates me when I see other people being inefficient, and that discomfort that rises up, that judgment of their behavior that rises up, that does not feel good at all. And it was so powerful, like through this process of reclaiming my power from it, like reclaiming my power from caring what other people are doing, reclaiming my power from even having to look at anybody else. Like, if they're being inefficient, one, it's none of my business. That's them and that's what they're doing. And it's not my job to make everybody else efficient. I get to play with it as much as I want inside of myself. But when I witness it in the world, most of the time, 99.9999999% of the time, it's not my business to solve it until it is, right? There are every once in a while, like literally within my businesses, when I witness inefficiency, I take it into, I'm practicing, I should say, I'm practicing taking it away from the irritation of witnessing the inefficiency and taking it more into a creative space of, oh, goody, how are we going to solve this one? What new, brain baby of efficiency is going to come out of me to address this very inefficient process, this time waster, this bottleneck? Like, how are we going to solve this? Like, ooh, how fun. I think about that again, like going back to Roomy Cube, like you got one tile left on your tray. It's like you got nothing else to go with it. You're going to have to find a way to play it with what's already there. You're limited to what is already present on the board, and you have to figure it out. You have to find a path through that situation that actually meets your needs. And that's like some of the best part of Rubik's Cube is when you're down to the last tiles. The beginning is easy. So yeah, like I appreciate a challenge. And so like by reclaiming my power from having to control what other people do and like letting them be inefficient with their resources all they want, and then also like being really clear on the teeny tiny handful of times that it truly is my business to solve it, and to come to it from like a creative approach and not a judging them approach as far as like you're doing it wrong, but like a I'm witnessing that we have some opportunities to save ourselves some time and resources here. How could we do this differently and spend less time and money to get it done? And that is my jam. I love that. I love getting to do that. So, like, at that point, if it is my business to solve it, witnessing inefficiency is actually really exciting because it's just a matter of closing that gap, which is my business and I'm really good at doing it and I find it fun to do it. So, that's great. The part that is the part that I am like the Easter egg of my power that I'm reclaiming, that I am, over time taking more and more and more air out of that balloon, is witnessing inefficiency in other people when it's not my business to solve it. That is the part that no, I'm no longer willing to be irritated over. Like, it's just not worth it. It's just like not even fun. It's not, yeah, I mean, I get to do whatever I want inside myself and I can play with efficiency all I want, but I don't have to control what other people are doing. And it doesn't have to bother me. If it's my business, I'll fix it. And if it's not, then I'll just let it go. I'll just let them do whatever they want. And they can run around in circles all they want. Maybe that's exactly where they're supposed to be. Who am I to know? Who am I to know that they're supposed to be being efficient? Maybe the inefficient way is exactly where they need to be right now. Stop meddling, Carly. No, no. No, no, Schgerber. Oh, yeah. Precious. Precious, my fun with efficiency. I'm such a puzzle nerd. Like, not actual puzzles, not really, but like Rubik's Cube. Oh, man. Yeah. I love that. I love just business in general, logistics in general. Like, putting the puzzle of the physical pieces together is so fun, and even more fun when you're able to combine lots of different things into a short amount of time. Efficiency. Where are my efficiency nerds at? I want to know where you are. Raise your hand down in the comments. Yeah, we can bond over our shared love of puzzles. It'll be great.